Hello. How are you all? Hope you guys are good. Why is my controller not working?
I've compiled 10 folders of post-battle summaries for Team Z7. Do you wish to review them?
Controller!
Sorry. Don't make it a secret. I heard Niaska.
I warned you before. Don't touch the pressure valve. You know how dangerous that is.
The incident has been logged. Just be glad that nobody was hurt.
Go.
Maybe we should add
What's going on anyway, guys? I hope you guys are good. What's up? Going on, Shade and Leon? And Loikers. I hope you Loikers doing good as well. So today I'm going to be doing some Enfield stuff, because I have some Enfield stuff that I have been putting off. I've also got today is collection day, so I've got to obviously run around and do all the bullshit, so we can do some yapping while I do that, because that's boring as shit. Aussie magpies take scraps given by humans atop their preferred food chain. That is not true. That is definitely not true.
We've got a new buddy to play.
I have magpies that are in my yard. I can confirm that if they see a grub, they will take that over the food that I give them.
We'll end this fight easily. That's scared. We're just like that.
I might also have to turn the audio down a little bit. Because I usually have this game turned right down when I'm playing it solo. But then again, my birds don't really need to worry about, like, any sort of hierarchy in the food chain. Maybe in, like, big magpie communities where there's a lot of stuff. Like a lot of birds, maybe they will prefer human food just because there's a food limitation, but yeah, no, I can confirm that my birds do not like human food over their normal food. I'm still trying to decide and figure out whether they actually like flies or flies annoy them. I need to catch a fly and see if they will eat it.
Or retrievers is our top priority.
Hey, Raggy, what's going on, bud? It goes good. Or it goes as good as it can go anyway. Thank you for the hydrate. I will be hydrating with coffee today. Because I haven't drank my coffee yet. The game also told me I should restart it, so I am not sure if I should restart it or if I should just deal with it and hope that it doesn't fuck up on me at some point in time. I drink tea at night, usually.
Good old DIY.
Not tea with caffeine. I drink decaffeinated tea at night. Tea is like my comfort drink. should drink tea with melanin and stream 5 days a week instead of 3. If my average viewership goes up a bit, I will start streaming more days a week. Everybody wants me to stream more? You guys are crazy. I don't even have a game that I can stream a lot of. I just kind of play games. I'm not like an MMO streamer or anything like that. Oh, the factory does not like my changes to my fucking graphics settings. Wherever I just was. Consistency attracts attention. I don't know. I find that games definitely attract attention. Like, for example, I mean, you guys don't see it over on the Twitch side, and you definitely don't see it regardless because a lot of people lurk, but, just for example, like yesterday, when I was doing Power Wash them, for example, I had 40 people watching me over on YouTube, just as a loose example. And that's a pretty consistent thing when I do Power Wash Simulator. There's never anybody chatting, it's just lurkers. Just people lurking, which, I mean, Power Wash Sim is a very chill thing, and I have chill music on, and, you know, I imagine people just throw it on and sleep to it, because I've had people come into Twitch and just straight up say they're going to sleep, so, I'm like, okay, thanks. It's chill until you're with Nye. Yeah, you're probably a little right there. Nye is a bit of a chaos. I love that girl to death, but she is chaos. You fell asleep watching me? Yeah, that's what I mean. Nye is very Australian, so...
Good old DIY.
I would probably nearly say Nye is more Australian than I am. And that's saying something, because I can't say that a lot of people are more Australian than I am.
Ore retrieval is our top priority for now.
She's good value, though. I enjoy it. It's nice to actually switch from, you know, being this nice, controlled human being that I try to be on stream to my natural state. I am not a city person. I hate the city. The city kills me inside. Like, it kills me as a human being. I will do anything I can to avoid going to a city. Now, that said, previously I've worked in a city. I worked in a city for a very long time. So obviously I didn't have a choice. I had to go to the city. I am an introvert, but that's not why I don't like the city. I find that people in cities are just colder. Like, it's...
Ooh, back to my old gig, huh? And I was hoping you'd say that.
How can I explain it? I don't know. People are just friendlier away from cities. Like, you know, you walk past somebody where I live and they say hi to you or g'day or whatever, you know. you walk past somebody in a city and they don't even look at you, like they don't even acknowledge your existence, you know? I don't like that. Like, I like the small interactions I can have with people here. Or in towns in general, I should say. So, yes, I am an introvert, but I'm not so much of an introvert that, you know, a generic interaction bothers me. Like, I'm happy to have a passing... I enjoy the passing conversation, so... And like I said, I don't get that in a city, and that's really weird to me. I don't like it. I hate it. I don't know what an ambivert is. I've never heard this word.
Fighter hostile spotted. Maintaining visuals.
Ooh, back to my old game.
Whoever sets these turrets up is not a good person. Both an intro and an extrovert. I'm an extrovert around people I'm friendly with, I guess.
Hey, oh,
I
thanks to
guess.
the brilliant command.
Not even then, really. I don't know. I'm definitely more introverted regardless. There's certain people that sort of... I'm just 100%... Like, we had this conversation yesterday. There's certain people that I will just completely open up with. Nye is one of them. Kaz is another one. Reggie. There are definitely people who can bring it out of me, but... Typically, I am a very quiet person.
Good old
Typically.
DIY.
I'm a listener. I'm that person who offers very little in a conversation, but... You know, when I do have something to say, it's usually very opinionated, I guess. Keep grabbing the power pylons. Oh yeah, I go, so my friends, my close friends and I, we do a couple of things a year. One of them in particular is around Christmas. I need to mentally prep for that for days. And these are my good friends, right? So these are people I've known for as long as I can remember. And I still need to sort of mentally charge, especially now that most of them have kids, like, so, like, there's a lot of little fucking terrors running around. I think the kids definitely make it a little bit worse, because you've got to be in a different mentality for kids. Like, I'm not good with kids to start with, right? I don't dislike kids, I'm just not good with kids, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have that paternal thing where I just understand and I know how to interact with kids. It's that sort of thing. I don't have it. Which is why I'm terrified of being a father, because I'm pretty sure I'd be a shit father. But, that aside. You know, it takes a lot out of me to try and be okay with a kid. Like, if a kid just wants to interact with me, like one of my friends' kids usually just wants to throw a ball with me or that sort of thing. Like, I'm fine with that because that's just like being silly sort of thing. You know, that's not something I kind of have to do. Like, I don't have to have like this sort of weird magical conversation about fucking rainbows and unicorns and shit or whatever. But, you know, then there's... If they actually want to have the unicorn conversation, it's a bit like, oh, sorry, I'm not imaginative enough for this. Like, if they want to play pretend games, you know, like, one of my friends is basically an auntie to all these kids. She's kind of like the gel that holds the whole group together. You know, she sits down and has make-believe tea parties with them and all that sort of stuff. Like, they have this little dollhouse, you know, the, like, child-sized dollhouse thing with all the teacups and stovetops and that sort of shit in them. And she can sit in there and have, you know, make-believe tea parties and cakes and stuff like that with them. And, you know, I just couldn't do it, man. She'd get negative stats for every tree I fell. I'd be in the negatives 100%. So yeah, unfortunately I'm not good with kids. I think the oldest of the group will be getting to a point soon, maybe this year, where they can sort of have a semi-adult Quotey Fingers conversation. Like, they can actually have a normal conversation without it being, you know, juvenile, which I know is a rough thing to say about a kid, but that's the only way I know how to describe it. But there's still going to be two little ones. So they're going to be rough. And one of them is a fucking terror. Like, I met one of them for the first time last year. And she was a fucking little demon. And I think she's going to be a little demon for her entire existence. So. Ooh. That's gonna be a thing. Time for me to settle down soon? Maybe. Like I say, I'm not sure. I want kids, I'm just terrified of them, you know? I just don't know how. I feel like my partner would have to be really good with kids, because I am not. And I'm just terrified of... You know, you're supposed to, with kids, you're supposed to inspire their creativity and inspire their, nurture their, imagination and all that stuff. And I'm a very grounded in reality person, so that's really not for me. So yeah, my RIP, my poor kids. They're gonna end up like Sheldon.
Good old DIY. Just like the bitter ones.
What am I doing? I'm doing the boring part of Enfield at the moment, which is running around gathering stuff. This is the very boring part. I hate this. No, my parents never did either, I don't think. My parents were very... I don't want to say hands-off, because that's definitely not what my parents were, but they would just very much let me do my own thing. Parents. Which is why I have so many scars, because, you know, they were the old school parents of just let your kid run wild. And I did a lot of stupid things as a small human. The more famous, I'll actually say the more famous of one of them was, you know those little plastic trikes that kids sort of scoot around on? Really, guys? I actually rode one of those down a flight of stairs and bashed my head on the wall at the bottom. That's my claim to not so much fame. My parents didn't have baby gates before then. Baby gates weren't an essential commodity back then. have so many just... They're tiny scars now, like, you wouldn't notice them until I pointed them out to you, just because, you know, they happened when I was single-digit kid, so they're, you know, I've grown out of them a lot. So they're still there, but, like, they're tiny now. They were big at the time. It's kind of funny when I talk about stuff like scars and stuff that you got from years ago, because a friend of mine's brother, he, when he was 13, he fell off a corrugated iron fence and split the whole back of his leg open on the corrugated iron. 302 stitches. When he was a kid, it ran all the way down from his, you know, from his, probably about the midsection of his thigh all the way down to just above his Achilles. So he cut his leg full open. He absolutely mammaled himself. And I remember thinking back on it, it was a god-awful scar. It was fucking huge. And I've seen him with it as an adult, and it's this tiny little fucking pissy scar. I'm just like, man, wow. I mean, it's a fair scar, don't get me wrong, but compared to what it was in my memory as a 13-year-old or 14-year-old, you know? When we were in school, it's nothing. So it's kind of funny how big scars turn into nothing when when they come from you being a kid. Alright, that's one region done. Nah, this thing was mean looking. Like, it was a dirty big scar. It definitely never faded. He still has it. Yeah, see, I don't know what type of parent I'd be. You know, I kind of want to be the same sort of parent that my parents were, but at the same time, it's like, you can't be that sort of parent anymore because of the people in the world these days. Like, I would love to be the same sort of parent that my parents were. Maybe, you know, there's certainly things I'd do different, but... You know, I'd love to be the sort of parent that's just like, you go out, have fun, be back before sunfall. You know, be back before the sun goes down, which was always my rule. Like, that is something I would love to be, but you can't do that anymore.
Good old DIY. Just like the bitter old days.
Even in the safer parts of the world, they've got dodgy things. Yeah, I used to... Hey, Zaki. I used to go God knows where. Like, I used to go several towns around. It's just what we used to do as kids, you know? As far as you could be bothered to go. You used to get up to fucking big mischief. Not tell anybody, because otherwise your father would fucking melt the shit out of you. It's kind of what I appreciated about Japan in a way. I loved and hated it about Japan. Japan has so much to do, it reminded me of what Australia was like as a kid, but at the same time, it's so fucking crowded that it's just like, bleh. How am I? I'm alive. I'm surviving, Azaki. How are you?
Let's pack up these minerals.
I can honestly say I have never been to the Outback. Can confirm I have never been to the Outback.
Pretty rocks.
I have been very, very rural, but I have never been to the Outback. Why? I just don't have a reason to go out there. Like, unless you want, unless you have a reason to go to the Outback, you typically don't go there. Of course I do. There's nothing to do out there, man. I need something to do. I know I said I don't like cities, but I need something to do. There's only so long you can dig for opals. I've traveled around a lot of the state I live in, which is New South Wales, but I haven't done much exploring out of New South Wales. I've been to a lot of the other states, I just haven't done much. Whoever put this zipline here is gonna... I'm very angry at them. You're tired, but also here for a little bit. I appreciate that, Zagi. You have a reason to go into the woods of bumfuck nowhere, and so does Tibs. There are places I would like to sort of visit, but none of them are in the Outback. I mean, fucking, what do you want to go to the Outback for, man? That red dirt is just... fucked. That red dirt is just cunt stuff, man. You put it there? Why would you put it there, Azaki? That's not very nice of you. Because why not? Because it fucks my zipline run up, man. I'd probably put a zipline through to in here if I could. Could I? Yeah, I think my zipline's there somewhere. It's there. I'd probably put a zipline through to in here, but I think I'm very, very close to the, like, the building limit. My zip lines are in perfectly good spots. Yeah, see? I can put a zipline here, but I don't have the protocol capacity. Smiley face. Fuck this game, man. This game makes me rage so hard. Ah. Is that Qingdao Stockade? Yes. Okay. Verb abuse is best abuse? What the hell? Can't believe this. Don't you ever wish to see the stars fully in the sky, not blocked out by light pollution? Ah, a man of culture. So, I actually live somewhere where I only have to drive like 10 minutes to get to that point. Like to get away from where I am and be able to see the stars. So, yes, I have definitely just in the dead of winter, you know, where it's like fully clear and really crisp. Like there's no wind or anything. It's just like that really crisp cold. I've actually driven a little bit out of town and just looked up and, you know, you can actually see the Milky Way. I love it. I do, yeah. I absolutely appreciate that. I can respect that, Leon, honestly, yeah. Ah, yes, because that placement zipline didn't clip you through the rocks on the cliffside. Yeah, no, I do. That is the one thing, like, where I am, I don't have a, like, where I live doesn't have enough light pollution to block out the stars on even the worst fucking night. So, no matter what it is, like, I need that. Like, I admit that that was the one thing that sort of jarred me when I was in Japan. Genuinely jarred me. Was everywhere I stayed, I could not see anything in the night sky except for the moon. And that genuinely made me weird. Where the fuck is that? Oh, the fish. I hate taking pictures of the fish. I did not ever go to the countryside of Japan, but I'm told the countryside of Japan is a bit... How you doing? Quack. Fish. Or France. My Japan trip would be permanent because it's hard to find someone deep in the woods. I would love to go off-grid. I don't think anybody else I know would appreciate me going off-grid, but I would love to go off-grid. Imagine that. Look, hear me out, guys. I'm gonna throw out a Tibs first conspiracy theory. Imagine this, hear me out. The world is actually getting hotter because we're slowly getting rid of the pollution and more of the sun is getting through. That's what global warming is. That's a Tibs first wild conspiracy theory. There you go. Someone quote Tibs on this. What? So if it turns out to be true, you can just be like, yeah, this bloke's onto it. This absolute fucking lunatic has come up with it. I'm getting bombed. I don't deserve this abuse to my head. Tell you what, turning the anti-aliasing up on this game definitely does not do it any favors. It definitely does not like having the anti-aliasing turned up. Let me see if I can undo what I did. Pop it down to 2. I think it's also the 120 FPS. I don't think the game likes 120 FPS. I think the game really, really just does not enjoy it. I keep putting it up to 120. I don't know why. It's like, here, have a higher frame rate, but I will allow you to have a higher frame rate, but I will struggle to meet that frame rate because reasons, smiley face. You gonna bully me? Why are you gonna bully me? I haven't done anything yet, except try and figure out why this game doesn't like being put on 120 FPS. Because you can't bully Shim. Isn't Shim streaming? I thought Shim was streaming. No? Am I mad? I could have sworn Shim was streaming. Or if he's not streaming, I know he was playing something. Ragu just came from there. Unless they ended up and... Aren't they all playing the finals or something? Two alive, one isn't. Usually Shib streams if he's doing that sort of stuff. I guess it's not.
Top priority for now.
Look at this fucking mess, man. Look at this. Anybody who plays Enfield, just look at this fucking mess of a thing. I don't even know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the purpose of this is. Maybe I should go and have a look at that. Why do we have water going straight across? What's going on here? Oh, it's going into... Oh. Okay, I will accept it. I will allow it. All the Aussie streamers alive? I find that a little bit strange. I would have expected Aussie streamers to be on later. I know a lot of Aussie streamers stream for like US times. There's a lot of them that stream at, I don't know, like 4 or 5 a.m. my time. Which is fair enough. I mean, if the bulk of your audience is American, I mean, makes sense, but... I hate seeing this here. Thank you for the posture check, by the way. I hate seeing this pile here and it not having a node. Like, that fucking kills me inside. I think I've done this place. I did over here. What's the end goal here? So at the moment, I'm just farming resources. So these resources that I'm gathering, they reset 2 every day. So as you can see, up to a maximum of 8. Except for one node, which goes up to 10. Don't ask me why. So today is the day that I walk around gathering all this shit. And then after that, I'll be doing some combat stuff, which I do actually need to do. It is very lame. I'm not even gonna mask that. It is fucking disgustingly lame. But after all that, I'll actually be doing some combat events, so that will hopefully be less lame. You get lost easily. That's why we have ziplines, smiley face. Honestly, it doesn't make it any better. It still makes it a fucking pain in the ass. I'm not even gonna lie to anybody. This is the most cunty fucking thing they could have done. I wanted to sing this game's praises, but I cannot. I don't know why. The only reason I still play this game is because I'm like an OG Arknights fan, and I'm not committed to this game by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm giving it more of a chance than I would usually give a game to come good because of that, because it's of the Arknights franchise. Like, if this game was just called Enfield and it wasn't Arknights Endfield, it would have been in the bin a long time ago. It would not have even fucking survived a month. It would have just gone straight in the bin. I mean, even if you look at the numbers on Twitch, like, it started off with hundreds of, or thousands of people watching it, and then now it's just got, what did I say, Shade? 400 people watching it? That's alright though, because they're gonna add a new OG Arknights character to try and trick everybody into coming back again, smiley face. It's a game of inconvenience, honestly. There is a thing. I don't know what it's called exactly. It does have a name, but I don't know what it's actually called. I need to set up turrets there for that rift. I completely forgot about that. Whereby a game developer, like EA does this. EA and Activision both do this. It's how much you can annoy an audience doing the most mediocre shit before they'll stop playing. And this is definitely a bit past the line. Which is, again, super unfortunate given how Arknights works. I mean, with all of the quality of life shit that exists in Arknights, you would think that this would be the same. Then again, this isn't Yostar, and Yostar is generally, like, very good for, like, players. Yostar is generally a very player-first company from what I know of them. Whereas this is Hypergriff, and Hypergriff, I think Hypergriff really just wanted money. I think they saw the popularity of games like Woowa wasn't around just yet, so we won't say Woowa. Definitely Genshin. There was one more. What was the other one? I don't think it was Star Rail. Maybe Honkai? Honkai 3? Anyway, it's... whatever game it was isn't important. We'll just stick with Genshin, because that works. I think they really just wanted to run on, like, the Genshin thing, how Genshin just makes loads of money for doing minimum effort. But it didn't learn anything from the predecessor games like Genshin and all those other games that came before it, so it just failed.
Good old DIY. Bitter old days.
And as such, I can't recommend this game to anybody. Glasses came off. Alright, that's everything here, which means the only thing we have left is Sword Vault. One of the more annoying places. Actually, all the new zones are annoying. All these new zones are shit. How can we make these zones more annoying than the most annoying zone in the game already? Oh, that's right. Let's just make the gaps worse and make zip lines an absolute necessity. And assholes, man.
Order is our top priority for now.
Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Big stretch. I mean, at least it's a pretty game, I guess. I know most of it's chromatic aberration, like, I'm not gonna give it too much justification, like, it is mostly chromatic aberration that makes it pretty, but... It works, question mark? Like, if I turned off chromatic aberration, I guarantee this game would look... maybe not half as good as it does, but, like, it would be a noticeable difference. I think chromatic aberration hides a lot of the basics of this game. I get it, it's a mobile game, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I should be crediting them for hiding it with chromatic aberration, really, shouldn't I? I guess, you know, as a mobile game, for it to look decent on PC, I mean... I suppose that is more of a credit where credit's due sort of thing, I guess? I don't know. But given that I've played this on mobile devices, I played it on both a phone and a tablet. My phone does not like this game. And my tablet didn't much like it either. It was better on the tablet, I think. But it is definitely a piece of shit on the phone. Which, you know, leads me inclined to believe that this is definitely a console/PC game. But doesn't particularly seem optimized for PC, I guess? I don't know, maybe it's a console first game? I don't know. I don't know, man. I try to defend this game, I do, but the more I try to defend it, the more I realize I'm just sort of polishing a turd. hate that they're marketing this game so well too. So much of the merch stuff that they've got for sale for this game is so good by comparison of original Arknights, and I hate that. It drives me insane.
Be of varying will. Move as a razor's edge. Yin.
What are we missing? A lot more of these. Can I get a lot more of these? Maybe? No. No, we cannot. I don't think I need...
Now, you're in command.
I don't think I need sanity for what I want to do. I think most of the stuff I want to do is sanity free.
Ooh, back to my old gig, huh? This is fun! Chaos shall be swept! Let's flip the world! This is gonna be loud. I pulled it up.
Okay, that should be good enough. I think. I think that's good enough.
Hone yourself to extreme perfection, and you can calmly prevail.
There we go.
No matter the situation.
Maxed out. Heck yeah.
Hold on. Let's flip the world! Not bad. Shame no one's here to film it.
Oh, I don't like the odds of getting another one there. I'll just take the 200,000.
Careful! Don't get bit! What's in my opening
And now I just don't care. Abandon. I only have one more. That'll
I
do.
will
I'll
uphold
take
the honor.
100,000. I will take 100,000. Why are you sneezing on me?
Formation and strike and suppress.
Am I being sneezed on? What the hell?
Proper rest.
Alright. Now we get to do combat stuff. Go back onto the bridge. And we will work on some combat stuff. So we'll actually do something interesting. Smiley face. do want to check something before I start, though. I want to check Tang Tang and
Wanna head out for a walk?
Angelina. Because I would like to see if these two are actually able to be boosted or not. Definitely not. Does that say 40? Oh no, I own 4. Yeah, I don't have any more of those, so that's not gonna happen. Alright, what about Tang Tang? She requires similar stuff, so she cannot be done up either. Okay, smiley face. Let's go and get the last couple of things I need from here.
Got a moment, Endmin?
I brought you something.
Yay, they brought me powder. I'm so happy.
Got any insider news? Come on, don't make it a secret.
What have I got to do? What have I got to do? What have I got to do? This Echoes of War.
Ready for a really long...
Echoes of War. Enemies cannot move, but are harder to interrupt. Athelu that can only be damaged by finishes will appear in the battlefield. Defeating an Athelu will pull all enemies, recover 50 skill points, and give the controlled operator damage dealt plus 100 for 10 seconds. Defeat all Bone Crusher ambushes to complete the stage. Defeating the Athelu is not required. I don't need shit to be pulled in. I can do that myself. Maybe. We'll see how long it takes to kill one. God, you want to give me a lot of damage for that, wouldn't you? I know it says 100%, but this thing is just... Oh, there he goes. I don't know who got the boost up, though.
Wow, you can actually do that? Well, we are an elite team after all. I'm ready for you. Chaos shall be quelled! Strike at the front! Stand the line! Let's win the world! This is gonna be loud.
Not sure if that's worth it. I'm definitely not sure if that's worth it.
Now, you're in command.
Must die the second it breaks. Cleared within 2 minutes. That is a big break. Wow. I don't know how to do that. Ice team? I don't have an ice team. What are the breakers? Physical's a break team, isn't it?
Endfield Crisis Team, ready for action.
I mean, I can focus on these things in the middle, which is obviously the point, but I'm not breaking it quick enough, which is the problem. Oh, that is not what I wanted that on. Hang on, let's just start this over again. Whoops. I definitely don't have a physical team, though. Like, not something that can do brutal. I have a physical team that can just sort of probably get through the hard mode, but... I mean, it would get through brutal, but it wouldn't... I needed to beat the time, I guess is the point I'm trying to make. I needed to beat this in 2 minutes.
Like wind and thunder, we gave them a storm. I shall sweep the rest.
Present victory electrified.
There's no guarantee I can't get this in the time limit.
Like flash, it struck. Perfect with this wind. Ready. Awaken.
Direction set.
Because I know I only have 27 seconds left. But come on.
A burst of storm. A birth of light.
Victory electrified.
Like wind and thunder, we gave them a storm. I shall sweep the rest.
And now it just hasn't died. What the hell, man? I've nearly broken this thing twice now.
I shall sweep the rest.
This is the second break.
Responded like lightning.
Got a present for you.
Awaken.
What does it say? That's a good bit of text you've got there, Shade. Oh, I was hoping it would actually tell me what it did again. It did not take any damage during the first break. Alright, it's just not gonna tell me what the fucking gimmick is here.
Here's our chance. Perfect the optimal path.
Got a present for you.
You responded like lightning.
Oh, I think I know what might have happened.
Present for you.
I think.
Victory electrified.
Here's our chance. The optimal path. Target locked.
Breath tasted victory.
I spot an opening. Perfect unleashed. Perfect is the win. Sterilize this area.
You can't escape this.
I spot an opening.
Direction set.
A burst of storm. A burst of light.
Tasted victory.
I sense the optimal path.
Victory electrified.
I shall sweep the rest. I shall sweep the rest.
Outstanding technique.
Much better.
Yeah, I know what's...
Here's our chance.
I shall sweep the rest.
That has what's gone wrong. I probably can't do this with an electric team. No. It needs to be executed. And Fang Yi doesn't have an execute when she's
The
in that
wind
form.
never stops. Neither will I.
Is Arcane good? She's alright.
This is gonna be loud. Crush them all.
Still soup soup? Yes. Come on. 16 seconds. Get it down. I could probably do it with the electric team. The problem is, like I said, Fangy can't execute when she's in a dragon form. After applying Art's Affliction 20 times, all operators gain final damage dealt 50%, so I will be using the same team for this because the electric team does not apply status debuffs.
Now, you're in command.
The electric team does damage. Clear within 3 minutes. 1 minute, 51 seconds. Thank you very much. Yeah, I found out that this team is like a massive debuff team, so they just do not give a fuck. Mr. Man of Axes. How come this one I have to complete the previous difficulty, but still Silver Watercutter is like, no, it's okay, you don't have to do that. Enemies have better stats. Only HP treatment tacticals consumables can be activated.
You're in command.
I might try the lightning team for this. This one looks like a front-up fight, so I think the lightning team is going to be better for a front-up fight. One enemy? Yeah, definitely the lightning team.
I shall sweep the rest.
Yangi. Get 50% stunned, bozo. Sure to God he doesn't just have one phase.
We are united as one.
Seriously? Clear within 1 minute. Oh, that's gonna be squeezy. That's no ultimates. I don't think I can boost an ultimate in a minute.
Outstanding performance.
Here's our chance. The optimal path. Unleash.
I shall sweep the rest.
That's the optimal path.
Perfect is the win.
Victory electrified.
Oh, 15 seconds. I am nowhere near this. Yeah, I've been knocked on my ass twice, but I still don't think I could have fucking done it.
Target locked. Fire.
4 seconds, fuck you. Bastard game.
Who's gonna get shanked tonight?
This motherfucker's getting shanked tonight.
Here's our chance.
Perfect is the win.
That's the optimal Spot an opening.
Perfect is the win.
Support ready.
Perfect is the win.
Victory electrified.
That's it. It's over.
A burn of light.
I saw the ultimate come up, but I'm just like, you know what? It's over. You can't hold that. What's up, Raggy? Raggy Raggerson. Didn't Space Marine 2 get an update today? It got an update yesterday. You're right, it did. I just want to see if I can do this with
The team is ready.
this team. I don't think I'll be able to, but I want to see just like a straight comparison of damage versus, you know, lightning versus... Even though lightning requires a long build-up.
Wow, you can actually do that?
It's always fun to see how different teams go. Especially when I can't stop that. Maybe if I can get this break in.
Crush them all.
3 seconds again. It's about the same. That team cycles a lot more comfortably than the Lightning team. The Lightning team, once it gets going, is menacing, but that team is just a slow deterioration. Why? Why you do this, Raggy? Gold medals for all of them. Hell yeah. I don't actually think there's anything else to do, is there? I think that's it. Echoes of War is all done. This is all done. Did you do my scratch card? I've done my scratch card. I still, honestly, Raggy, because you were asking about Arcane, I still honestly think that the Lightning team is the best team. I think Arcane is good because she can act as a supporter as well. Like, building a team for Arcane is not great because a nature team is, like I said, it's more of a... It's, I don't know. Have you ever played Warcraft? Like World of Warcraft? It's kind of like a warlock. It kind of revolves around that sort of slow ticking. Like, the damage is there, but you just don't outright see it. You actually never have. Final Fantasy, old school summoner. Yeah, it mostly revolves around, like, the corrosion mechanic. To just sort of... Oh, God. I can't help you then. But yeah, no, it mostly revolves around, like, debuffs and... It mostly revolves around debuffs and the corrosion debuff. Whereas lightning is just raw AoE damage.
Are you looking for
Beware. I'm the close.
Fire is pure AoE and ice is pure single target. Wherever my ice is. I don't know where my ice is. There's my ice. I don't have an ice team built, so you'll have to excuse me on that one.
Over here, Endman. Oh, I'm bringing quite a few things.
I do have a physical team, sort of.
Still waiting for something?
You don't remember Last Right looking like that? Yeah, no, that's what she looks like.
The training must continue. I must master this power. Looking for me? You finally remember something?
I think the fire team has a lot more versatility now that they've got Camille. I don't like Camille, I want to be super clear about that, but Camille is definitely a good addition to the fire team. I hate that Ember is just crap. I hate that Ember is crap. Like, I wanted to love Ember so much, and she is just garbage.
The slightest slip of mind decides
Even-
who lives and who dies in battle.
Even Helga's crap. Like, Helga's ultimate is really good, but that's his only redeeming quality. Tibs is pocket. No, mine's not built for arts vulnerability. Mine is just built for fucking stats. I haven't updated the gear. Because I swapped, as soon as Fangy came out, I swapped to a lightning team and I haven't gone back, so. I'm pretty sure there would be new gear, which would be more appropriate for him, but I just haven't swapped it because I've been working on the lightning team and obviously subsequently the,
The slightest sleep of mind decides who lives and who dies in battle.
Pray, beware. I'm the first of the back.
oh. The Arcane team, which I knew Arcane was coming. I was holding on for Arcane for like 3 patches, man. So, yeah, as soon as Arcane came out, I was like, I am absolutely fucking boosting the shit out of her, so. She was good to go on like nearly day 1. I didn't have a lot of the resources to max her skills, but I had obviously enough to max her gear. Well, that's a lie too, because they added the new gear, so I didn't have the resources to make it, but when I did have the resources to make it, she got new gear. Same thing with Gilberta. Fucking Gilberta. Angie. Like, these 2 bits of gear are brand new. So I had to get those. I think that one's new for Tang Tang. And then, obviously, Fluorite, that one's new and that one's new, but I haven't finished doing them up yet because I haven't had the, I haven't got the fucking tickets to buy stuff. Because I'm a broke bitch. Buy more tickets, he says. I wish I could buy more tickets. I can't even do anything in the outpost because my outposts have hit the point where I just don't have anything. I noticed the other day that I was not making Het Knight. Obviously when I rebuilt my fucking lines, I just completely ripped up the part of my line that was making Het Knight. I am. Yeah, I am. I have a little Wuling battery thing. I could if I was moving them over to the into storage, I could actually sell the other batteries. Because I've got these 2 lines of batteries being made. And as you can see, they have all stalled. That one actually hasn't. That one's moving. Oh no, there it goes. I just caught it while it was refilling itself. So as you can see, I've got all of this, which is just stacked up. The 4 thermal banks, which, as you can see from my power, I can't really stop using 4 thermal banks. But these don't actually go, like, these are dead protocol stashes. Like, they're just sitting there idle, so they are full of batteries in case something goes wrong. Because I had a huge Zircon issue at one point in time, and the Zircon supply was kind of very hit and miss, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on with it. I couldn't figure out how to fix it. So, I think the zircon supply... No, actually, the zircon supply is not stable at the moment. It's stable for this, I should say. In this current setup, it's stable. Because I only have one line that makes zircon. So, while it's backed up like this, it's fine. Because, it, you know, the zircon... I mean, I probably have a full supply of zircon. Yeah, I do. So I've got a full, as you can see, I've got no Gironite at all. Gironite is just unstable. But yeah, zircon was entirely unstable. And so that's why I developed like this overflow system. So that if anything went wrong, it would require, hopefully I would notice before the batteries ran out. That was the bottom line. As for Gironite, I have no fucking idea how to fix that problem. All my forges are being used. I have 11 forges making Gironite and 2 forges making heavy Gironite. The only thing I could probably do is I could probably stop this. But I think this is substituting the... this is substituting my heavy Gironite manufacturing. So I can't actually... I can get rid of it, but if I get rid of it, it's going to be a problem, I guess, is the best way to put it. I don't also know why I have... Oh, because this isn't actually doing anything. Okay, that's why. Never mind. I've figured it out. You might have accidentally just killed like 20 PIDF. That's not great. So yeah, I don't know. If I wanted to do anything, I could stop this line. Like, I could stop one of these battery lines, and that would, I think, fix the Gironite issue. But, I mean, if you look at this, the Gironite is moving, so... Like, there's no gaps in that Gironite line, so very clearly... I think the Gironite is stable, but it is at its limit. Like, anything else I do with Gironite will make it unstable. I mean, I also do this. This is probably not the most ideal thing in the world I've ever done, but... I have done this. This is what I've done. I don't know why I've done it like this. Probably because I was lazy. So, yeah, we'll go with that. I'm lazy, and I shouldn't have done it like this, but I have. Smiley face. I just didn't want to make extra protocol stashes. That's all that was. Because I need to make a protocol stash for every single one of these, and I'm just like, man, that's not the one. I could probably just make 2 protocol stashes, honestly. But I don't even know if I can. And the other thing is, like, they're both powered by a single fucking tower, so I'm just like, Because if I wanted to move them, I don't... Like, especially out here, like, there's no fucking tower out here I could use. I'd have to build a new tower somewhere. Or I could just move a tower, like move the stashes over here, maybe? No, that wouldn't really work either. Why did you do that, Raggy? I need to know. Why have you done these things? Why are you being a murderizer? I'm sure there's a way I could do it, but... Yeah, for now, like, this is the best way. The other thing is, like, there's only a 3 space in between. Like, I need to move stuff I'd probably have to move this up one. So I could move this up one. It'd be a whole big thing. And I don't really want to do that. I do want to do it because I feel like, I mean, I know this doesn't look like it's actually blocking anything, but it is. Like, it's that 1 second delay between things moving. I thought it'd be fine. I never actually thought that it would get to the point that it is at. So I'd have to move this up one like this, or two, it doesn't really matter. And then I'd have to get rid of this, move this belt over like this. This forge would need to go up, we'd need to redo the piping, stash, do this, stash all this shit. Because that's all fine. See, it's a big issue because it doesn't look like a big issue, but it is a big issue. So, I need to probably do it like this. I don't know if I can move this stash, because I don't actually know... I can't. Okay, they're actually at the limit, so this forge isn't actually doing anything now. That's a problem. How can I do this? So that this can flow better than it is. Let's fuck around and find out. Let's play this silly little game. I hate this game, by the way. There's no point in fixing that, because that's stupid. Let's shorten those pipes back, those parts back down. Now, the only way I can really do this... Probably shouldn't have stashed that, but that's alright. I reckon I could probably twist these ones to face off to the right. Because they just run straight water, so... You know, we just stash this grid, twist it that way, go boom, stash the entire belt, boom. Same thing with this, stash the entire belt, twist it around. This is gonna have to be stashed. We just continue this pipe up. This pipe comes down and around. Why are you being difficult? Oh god, what have I done? I wasn't paying attention. I know this goes here. I'm assuming this must have split into 3. Which seems a bit crazy for what it is, but... and then we run this over to here like this. Then we do a little bit of shimmying. 1 and... Oh, not like that. Too much shimmy. Did push it too far. Too much push. And then I just grab... Protocol stash. One. 2. Why are you like this to me? Should I move that? I feel like I should. Why? That one only has 2, so this one is fine. I can just pop this one back in here and it can just live its best fucking life. And then we pop another protocol stash in here, which just lives its best life. And then we stash this. We pipe split. Here. Stash that entire belt out. There. There. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. And then the second one of these runs down to here. There we go. And now I have turned this into an efficient, or a more efficient, system. Which, I mean, it probably doesn't look any more efficient to you guys, but it is. It doesn't have the sort of clog that it used to have. Which is good. It's still pretty shit that I continually have to make ridiculous tiny changes like this. I think it's fucking bullshit, but I suppose tiny changes are better than big changes. Anyway, that should hopefully make Chiruam a little bit more efficient. It is more efficient. There you go. It is now going up instead of going down. Or at least I thought it was going up instead of going down. I don't know what it's doing something. I don't know what it's fucking doing. It's doing something. It's pretending to be more efficient. I think the only way I could really increase the efficiency more than this is if... Because I do still have some... I think they're down here in Jingu Valley. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I might not actually have any forges at all down here. I do not have a forge here at all. I do have liquid Gironite here though. And it is full. That is not full of liquid Gironite. I have 2 reactor crucibles here. One of them is not doing anything. This one is full, and this one's not doing anything. I'm a little concerned, actually. Why? I think it's just because it's... It looks like it's still operating at 100%. It just isn't sort of getting anything. It looks like it is working. It just, I guess this one flooded, and the other one did not. Although that one is blocked. Zircon effluent is not going anywhere. That is why that's blocked. Why is the zircon effluent not going anywhere? Orange. Orange. Where's the zircon effluent supposed to go? Over here. To this reactor crucible, which is pumping out at a very efficient rate. Have I maybe overproduced? Do I maybe not need one of these reactor crucibles? I mean, this one's not working. This one is stuck. I mean, it is sometimes moving material, but I don't think it's moving material enough to make a difference. Seeing all those things there is annoying me. You know, there's an easy way to do this. It's called shut this... No, I'll shut this one down. And watch this fluid tank. If this fluid tank drains, which I probably won't notice for like 5 fucking years. Okay, so it is... it is draining. I can find a use for this though. Huh? Look north. This pipe here, I think that is a sewage pipe. See, the reason I care about all this, I should have probably prefaced with all this. The reason I care about this is I'm making Gironite liquid, right? All of this runs off liquid Gironite, which, yes, I have a Gironite problem. But what is this Factorio nightmare we're looking at? You're not wrong, Reggie, honestly. I need liquid Gironite for other stuff. And if I can find a means to use that liquid Gironite, like move excess liquid Gironite somewhere else, that is going to be a positive. So, like, I can move this down here, for example, and this won't hurt anything. I move this up here. 1, 2, perfect. I've saved some space. I think that is probably powering that water treatment. It is not. Alright, so I've saved myself some space. Because what I want to do, the ideal situation here, is I want to be able to shift liquid Gironite from both of these pipes, because very clearly I don't need both of these pipes running at 100%. Or at least probably one of them. If I can shift one of them, because if I shift two, then the Gironite I have is going to move faster, and that's just going to be a shitty situation. Actually, it's probably going to be a shitty situation no matter what I do. Because it basically means that the Gironite... If I have this flow coming through here, it means that the Gironite's going to be flowing somewhere and being used, and then, yeah. But the reason I look at all this, I'll show you guys, just so you don't think I'm going completely mad. Completely mad. Is because I need Gironite gas, Giragen, which I need liquid Gironite for twofold. I need 2 lots of liquid Gironite. I need liquid Gironite to run the machine, and I need it to turn into gas, which is the most utter ridiculousness I've ever heard of. But Enfield is known for its sense of humor, I guess. Because the gas operates all of this shit. And as you can see, everything is backed up on this side because I don't have enough Giragen. So I've been trying to find a way for a long time to increase the amount of Giragen I make, and it isn't happening. Like, I have one of my forges just pumping fucking Gironite into this thing, and it's not producing. So, yeah. I have at least one forge that's just completely on waste. I have this thing shut down, this packaging unit shut down, which I have just noticed today that I'm running out of these things. And these things run through here to make the Hettnite gas. So, yeah. Either Enfield gives me another fucking forge, which I'm not gonna fucking do. They're not gonna do, or I don't know. There's nothing else. I can't make this any more efficient than it is. The only thing I could do is scale back. And even then, like, scaling back is still gonna take the same requirements of bullshit, so... You know, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. So yeah, that's the conundrum. But I have plenty of Originium. Smiley face. Still some of... Fucking yawned. Still some of Soda's popsicles. No, that's a bad idea. We don't do that. That's a horrible idea. I would honestly... I don't know why to make Gironite gas, I require Gironite. You know, if it required water, I'd just be like, you know what, sweet, that's fucking fine. I don't give a shit about that. But no, it requires fucking liquid Gironite. So if I want to make Gironite gas, I have to pump liquid Gironite into the activation thing, pump liquid Gironite into the machine, and it makes fucking gas. I don't know. It's fucking... It's a thing. I'm not happy about the thing, but it is a thing. So yeah, that's the conundrum, unfortunately. What was I doing? I was selling stuff. And then the other problem too, Shade, is if I sell these batteries, I'm worried that it's going to tip the Gir... Because these are stalls, basically. I'm worried it's going to tip my Gironite issue into a new problem. I'd say the only thing I could really do, honestly, is... I think the only thing that's gonna sort of help, sort of, I want to be very clear on that, sort of. The drugs aren't being produced well enough either. I should really stop this. Except I think that's the only one that's making that, so maybe? Oh no, it is being made somewhere else. But I'm not making... If I stop one of these packaging units, I think is the only thing that will really help. I don't know. I do have enough cuprium these days that I probably could produce excess bottles somewhere, maybe, and target space full. My drugs are made down here in Chinyu Valley. So it is a messy, messy system down here because this was kind of just built and then built upon. I think I have, yeah, here. So what happens is, because I'm making excess, yeah, parts here. The excess parts flow out through here. So I probably don't need that other one making parts, I don't think, unless parts are used to make bottles? Are parts used to make bottles? Yes. No? Where do the bottles come from? No. No. So these bottles that are coming out of here are the ones that were made back in my main AIC, being filled up with the zircon effluent. So the zircon effluent goes to where I'm making heavy Gironite. And then the bottles are emptied, put back in the AIC cycle, and then they come back out here, where I've trailed them all the way up, and they sort of... This line splits into the two drug lines. And then they're eventually made here, which, as you can see, I have plenty of parts. I don't have plenty of filled bottles. Now, whether or not that's a bottle problem, I mean, it doesn't appear to be a bottle problem, because as you can see, it's 1-to-1. It's 1-to-1, and they are definitely getting bottles at, you know, that rate at a very bare minimum. Maybe. So, it's... And I can't really do anything more with these drugs, like... Because the ferrium is just... fucked. Over here, so these are just producing as they can produce. They're just pocket change for where I can get pocket change, really. So yeah, the only way I could probably do it is to speed up these filling units a little bit more, which I don't think I can do. I could probably try, but it'd be funny. Because, like I said, this bottle cycle here kind of relies on it being empty, like, relies on the bottles not being full. Does that make sense? Because if I fill up with bottles, this whole line will stall. And that means that I won't get zircon effluent over to where the heavy Gironite's being made. Which will slow the heavy Gironite down, which will slow everything else. Like, it's kind of like a stupid catch-22. A very ridiculous catch-22, but a catch-22 nonetheless. I don't know if I could do it here anyway. Yeah, see, like, this is just squeezed in. Oh no, then again, I said it only needs one step for bottles, didn't I? Yeah. So I could just straight take that out and put another molding unit in. Or I could try and speed up that molding unit. I did say that I needed to stop one of these packaging units, so it wouldn't be hard to... remove this line. It'd be a bit wanky, like I'd have to move stuff, like this water thing. I would definitely fill up with these fucking blocks because I know I'm overproducing those. Fuck it, I'll do that. I'll just turn this one back on and... I don't know where that's all going. That's going over to that water treatment. So we'll move this one over to here somewhere. I don't really give a shit where. We'll sever that pipe about there. And we'll just go bang, bang, bang. Move. Oops, didn't mean to stash that. Replicate. That'll have to go over one anyway. Stash the entire belt. Stash. Stash. I'm gonna have to revisit those pipes, which is fine. I don't really need to worry about that. It's kind of funny when I look at all this stuff. Like, I have all these huge gaps now just because of how things are. I could have just easily shuffled things around, but I'd rather try and be a dickhead and squeeze everything into this tiny little fucking area because I'm an idiot. Because I'm a Ciruam. That goes there. Now, can I move this pylon anywhere, or is it kind of generically stuck there? It is kind of generically stuck there. At the same time, I was kind of going to do something with this anyway, so that's not a huge issue. I might actually have to keep this water treatment plant somewhere away, like over here. It's gonna have to come back over there. Yeah. We got some silly buggers. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Anyway, that will allow me to fix this. And this water pipe can come up and around this way. Still have the issue of power, but that's alright. Let's stash that. And I need another one of these to go there is good enough. Go here, here. Like this. Actually, we could maybe do it like this, which will allow us to squeeze ourselves in a Zironite pylon, which will fix up all of those issues. And then we just put a depot loader here. And we run this one down there. Down and around. Oh god. It's a bit wonky. There we go. Like that. I probably didn't need to run this water treatment down there like that. I probably could have left it right there. We don't have power here at the moment, though. That's the only issue. So I'm going to need another pylon, unfortunately. Ridiculous, but that's okay. We have our other pylon. And then I can shuffle this back into this corner where it was originally, because why not? Where this no longer has power? Why does this no longer have... Oh. And the funny thing is, I'm just looking at what I've got here. I mean, yes, there are these here, and I probably could have done this a little bit better than I have, but... I don't know. That actually appears to be stable, which is kind of cool. Production rate for the current formula is lower than the input material transport rate. No, it is not. I don't know where you fucking pulled that from, because it is absolutely not. And that will increase, like I said, the bottle rate. Unless, of course, I am entirely wrong and this marker stone base down here is just not going to be the one. I mean, build. So where is that unpackaging? That is here. So it is now pumping that out. And it is not overflowing, which is good. I feel like I want to put a tank there just in case. Because tanks, as much as I hate building fluid tanks, as you can see, fluid tanks are the easiest way to tell whether or not your fucking factory is failing. They are the only way you know. I don't know why this is here. I probably had it there for a reason once upon a time, but there probably is not a reason anymore. By probably, I mean there definitely is not a reason anymore. And then, yeah, I will just nuke this, and I will do my most fucking loved thing, which is to build a fluid tank. And at least that way I will be able to tell if it's stable or not. If the fluid tank stays empty, it's stable. If the fluid tank fills, it's not stable, and I've got a problem. So, at the moment, it looks good. That's all. I mean, it's the only way I've figured out how you can actually work with this game, is to make a buffer system. Like, for example, there's this tank which is full, and then there's this tank which is also full, which means I have a problem. Because that tank is not supposed to be full. That tank is supposed to be empty. Which is very concerning, actually. I don't know what this pylon is doing here. think that pylon's just there for funsies. So what I will probably have to do, seeing as how both of these are full, and I have definitely made a fucking oopsie whoopsie. Oh, I know why, because this stuff never used to just be getting fucking smashed out like it is now. It used to just be kind of dribbling through. I know what the problem is. That doesn't really help me fix it, but at least I know what the problem is. Alright. Let's now fix that problem. That's a conduit inlet. That conduit should be going over to there. Is that right? Yes. And both of these are full. Yeah. So I will probably now, unfortunately, have to play the game of let's fucking do this. Facilities. Whoop. Outlet. I'll have to do the same thing over here. I don't think I'm gonna need... No, I will need more. Inlet. This is crazy shit. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I thought all this was fucking stable. Whoops. That's not where I wanted to put that. And then I expanded everything and didn't even consider that it wouldn't still be stable. Where's my random Chiruam pylon? Come here, buddy. I have a job for you. How much space does that take up? I might actually be able to move those. I might be able to move these all up here. All by just sort of moving this water pipe kind of like this. I think. And then they'll be powered. Are you guys all powered there? Hell yeah. Can I move this? I don't think I can because it's outside of the base. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. Save some space and some power relays. It's not the most efficient way to do it, but it is a way to do it. I remember this whole AIC used to be full of stuff, and it is just now empty. It is devoid of everything. I really wish the heavy Chiruam would have... See how this one's got the stable environment? I really wish the heavy Chiruam would have something like that. But yeah, this is the only forge that's running without a stable environment, and I don't think it really matters. I think it's just a material change. I don't think it actually reduces, like, the time it costs. So there's no point in me trying to fight with it. I mean, could I do it? Absolutely, because trying to make that carbon is not great. I mean, I'm making it here. Like, this is the cup. I'm obviously making it somewhere else, too, because I don't know where the fuck it is, but it's not... This isn't moving, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. But, yeah, so now, this tank should be emptying. And this tank should be staying full. This tank should be full. This tank should not be full. That tank full equals problem. Thank you for the headpats. This tank full equals problem as well. It is not full. We are happy. However, now we have a new problem. These are now slowed down. Why have these slowed down? These are coming through 1 every 2 seconds. Now we have to go back and figure out why that stopped. I love Enfield. Do you guys love Enfield? I love Enfield. Alright, let's go and have a look at the problem. We've run out of zircon effluent. We've run out of zircon effluent. Now that's not really a problem. Maybe. Hang on, how is this made? Sewage. Have I made a fucking oopsie whoopsie here? Maybe I have. Maybe I need to move these water treatments again. The water treatments are supposed to be like the last line when in any of these lines, so I think I've made an oopsie whoopsie. What is this? Is this not a splitter? What is this? It's a bridge. Oh, no wonder nothing's fucking working. I thought this was a splitter. Get the fuck out of here. Here I am trying to figure out why nothing's working. Because it's supposed to be double looped. So yes, both of these water treatment facilities should be doing work, but what it's supposed to do is ensure that this is always full, but there's always a second chance for it to get more, which it probably doesn't need now that I've actually fed 2 fucking things into it, honestly. Now that I've actually fed 2 into it, it probably doesn't need it, but it does. And we've done this now, so... It is slowly going up. I think what will happen, despite the pipes in this being very, very, very rudimentary, like, yes, I have it looping around for a second time, right? So it goes through, both of these refining units go through, and they both loop back around, and they both get a second chance. But the thing is that once this fills up, it will then just go, okay, this way is full. Let's just dump. Oh, the whole system in this is fucked. Because it's all just guessing games. That's all this whole thing is. It's just a guessing game. You build something and then you sit there for 24, 48 hours going, is it going to work? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. Oh, there's another fitting unit making that shit. Fuck, I had 3 of them. I've got one doing overflow. And then I've got this one making more. What a bastard. That's clogged. Does this cost... This is 2 seconds? It is 2 seconds. I was going to say, I could probably nearly run 2 fitting units. But I guess it doesn't matter, because, I mean, it's being used for this gearing unit, which, as you can see, is stopped. I have had to kick a lot of stuff, especially since the gas came in, because the gas has just made so many problems for me. Like, this Gironite pipe here, I'm pretty sure this Gironite pipe, yeah. So this Gironite pipe actually comes through there, but then any excess goes... So this one is excess, right? And this one, I think, is the one that goes over there. Yeah. So out of both of these, 2 lots will always come to this one, and 1 lot will always come to this one. And this one goes over to the other base that's doing gas. It's piped all the way back over there. And I don't actually think this is... Yeah, it's not producing liquid Gironite at a rate that is appropriate, but I'm pretty sure it's producing enough that this reactor crucible survives, so I don't give a shit. As long as that reactor crucible is working, I don't care. Any extra that goes to making gas, sweet as, you know? That's all it is. Will I eventually probably remove some of the gas stations and just downgrade it all? Yeah, I probably will. It's just because we have brand new gear at the moment and I want to get that brand new gear sorted, I'm overproducing. So will it eventually pull back down to the point where, you know, this meager amount of liquid Gironite that gets sent over there is enough? Yeah, it probably will be. Here's where I'm making extra carbon. I found it. Anyway, this looks like it's working okay-ish. It's working as well as I can expect it to work, so that's good. Which now means I should probably honestly move this forward 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or however many I need to move it forward a bit just to give me some space so that I can build another inlet there. And have it feed through like that. Or alternatively, I could probably space things out a little bit better and just use the one inlet and just have it shared with the batteries, because the batteries are not producing very well, but that's a food for thought thing. I'll think about that. I think I'll wrap that up for the day, though. My brain is cooked, and I still have stuff I need to work on in this, so I think I'll call it a day for the day. I'll be back tomorrow. Everybody's talking about Space Marine, so tomorrow I will definitely do Space Marine. I will say it now. I will definitely do Space Marine tomorrow for you guys. So yeah. There's not much new, so don't expect anything like overwhelmingly new. But yeah, I will do Space Marine 2. I'll use some of the new stuff, so you guys can have a look at some of the new weapons. It's a PvP map and a new enemy. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you everybody for chilling out. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll be doing Warhammer. I don't know if I'll be doing like siege mode or anything like that, or just missions. Probably just missions, but we'll see what happens. But yeah. Thank you guys for coming and chilling out. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.